Good morning, everyone, and almost good afternoon. I'm going to go ahead and start talking while these first graders are walking in, because I know that some of these parents have taken some time off from work during lunch, and I appreciate that so many of you are here. We want to make sure that you don't get in trouble, and we want to get you back to work on time. So we're going to get going very quickly here. The fifth graders every year have what we call the Huge Heroes Project. In fact, some of you parents, if you went to Shawnee Mission Schools, do you remember doing a Heroes Project when you were in fifth grade perhaps? Ah, yes, I see that hand. So they get to talk about American heroes and explore just a variety of individuals. And we wanted to take some of that information and put it into a program. Not only to talk about our heroes, but to talk about how we have a lot of choices we can make in our lives and how we can be heroic as well. So, I tell you what, there you go. That's it, Ms. Gahagan's class. Scoot in there. Kindergartners and first graders and fourth graders, we thank you for coming as well. We know you are going to be a fantastic audience for us. Excellent. Fifth graders, let's huddle up.
As the song says, our lives are spread out before us and we can see so many possibilities.
Most of the time, when we think of our future possibilities, we think of our current abilities.
For example, if I'm good at science, I may consider being a scientist.
If I'm a good musician, I might think of becoming a singer.
If I'm good with computers, I might become a software engineer.
If I like to build things, I might become a constructor worker.
If I'm good at painting, I may be an artist someday.
But for now, it sure is fun to think about anything and everything.
We're talking about things like growth, wisdom, peace of mind, and happiness. Those things come from who we are, not from what our job is.
It doesn't matter how much money we have or where we were born. It comes from our individual personalities, and each one of us is unique.
They aren't just possibilities, they are dreams. They spring up from deep inside us.
We don't just dream about what we will be, but how we can make a world a better place, not just for us, but all who follow us.
Yes, like my hero, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now that was a man with a dream.
I can hear it whisper.
all Americans.
He wasn't the only hero we studied that fought for the rights of others.
Yeah, like Rosa Parks. She was determined not to give up her seat on the bus.
Ruby Bridges was brave enough to be the first African American to attend an all-white school. She was only 6 years old.
100 years earlier, Frederick Douglass escaped from slavery and started writing and giving abolitionist speeches.
Harriet Tubman, as she was brave, she helped 100 slaves to freedom.
There is a sound I hear. It's a sound of a powerful, mighty train.
It is not an ordinary locomotive that is chugging along the iron rails of my dreams.
It is an engine racing downhill and picking up energy from every person's dream of hope and freedom.
There is room for all on this powerful train, so get on board, for this is the train of freedom.
They broke through all kinds of barriers. Helen Keller fought for the rights of people with physical disabilities. She became the first deafblind person to graduate from college.
Elizabeth Blackwell was the first woman doctor to get a medical degree in the United States.
Neil Armstrong was the first man to set foot on the moon.
Amelia Earhart was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean.
When we compare our heroes, no two journeys were exactly the same.
Yet they were all followers of dreams, and certain characteristics showed up over and over again in their lives.
Steve Jobs was creative when he invented a very popular computer system.
Julia Gordon-Low was hardworking when she was not supported when creating Girl Scouts.
John Kennedy was persevering when he carried his friend back to shore when his boat sank.
Walt Disney was persevering when his company failed.
Dwight D. Eisenhower helped plan the invasion of Normandy.
George Patton had determination, even though when he was in a car crash in Mexico, he had 2 to 3 degree burns over 60% of his body, but he still kept going.
Through our hero, we have learned that we can't choose the way others will be. We can only choose the way we will be.
This doesn't start when we're grown-ups. This starts right now in the choices we make every day.
Your choices are yours, your dreams are yours, your life is yours.
Whatever happens in life, you have the choice how you react.
You have the power to believe in yourself.
You have the power to keep dreaming.
Remember, don't ever give up. You're worth it.
Something all your
There's an old saying that life is a journey, a road to be traveled.
If it's true, what an adventure it can be.
There are beautiful mountains to climb and peaceful valleys to cross.
There could be days of warming sunshine and days of cooling rain.
One day we might choose a path that might bring us to a whole new place.
But each and every day on that journey could be special.
That's the most important thing to remember. There's possibilities all along the way.
If we hurry through trying to reach our destinations, we're missing the best part.
It's up to us to figure out how to appreciate them. It's up to us to remember that each day will only happen once.
After all, each one of us has a journey to take.
And the possibilities are endless. Everyone says that life is a journey. Everyone says there's so much to know. Maybe it's true, but life is uncertain. Maybe it's true, we learn as we go. I don't know how it will go. I don't know how to. But I do know that I can try, 'cause every day is new. With an open mind and an open road, and a path that lies before me, I will find my way every night and day. Oh, my life will be an adventure. Everyone says life is a mystery. Everyone says we can get what we give. Maybe it's true, we're in this together. Maybe it's true, we grow as we live. I don't know how it will go. I don't know how I'll do. But I do know that I can try, 'cause every day is new. With an open mind and an open road, and a path that lies before me, I will find my way every night and day. Oh, my life will be an adventure. With an open mind and an open road, and a path that lies before me, I will find my way every night and day. Oh, my life will be
We do want to thank you so much for coming today. You have been a magnificent audience. Very, very fun. And parents, thank you. If you need to slip out and get back to work, you go ahead. But if you want to stay for a moment after we get rid of these kids, after we send these children, this delightful audience away, and visit with your fifth grader, you may do that for just a moment. So parents, we understand. Mr. Strothman?
All right, I just want to give these kids one more round of applause for their outstanding job. I've had the opportunity to go in and watch their practices throughout and see them get ready for this. And it truly does take a lot of time, preparation, and practice to put this performance on. So I'd like to give a big thank you to Ms. Fillinger.